Debbie Mazella, finally back at my home away from home at Karma Cat Zen Dog Rescue Society in Milltown. Now, I have been here a couple of times since they reopened the facility, but this is our first video that we're filming since February, and I have to tell you, it feels so good. And as most of us, we have felt the effects of the pandemic and COVID-19 and the shutdown. And one of the things that happened with Karma Cat Zen Dog Rescue Society was all the animals that were here once the facility had to close had to be put into foster care. And that was a major undertaking. And they got it done. But then one of the upsides of the shutdown and the pandemic was that people started working from home and they started to get super lonely. So all of a sudden, Karma Cat Zen Dog Rescue Society found themselves in a great position being able to adopt out a lot of these deserving animals. So as you can see from the wall behind me, all of these animals here have been adopted so far since January, and the adoptions keep going. And one of the great things is the more that people adopt, Karma Cat Zen Dog Rescue Society can go to the shelters and do polls and bring the animals here to the rescue facility. So it's kind of a continuing circle, and it is such a beautiful thing. So Gina, at the beginning of the pandemic, it must have been super crazy because all of you had to find these animals foster homes. But then something really beautiful happened. You guys actually started to see an increase in adoptions because people were working from home and they were lonely and they were looking for companionship. It must have felt so good. Tell me a little bit about that experience and what it felt like for you guys.
It's been really wonderful. We've had a lot of adoptions since the shutdown began. We were concerned that during quarantine, adoptions were going to slow down to a trickle, but instead we've had tons and tons of cats go home. People are home, they're spending more time working from home, and they want a new companion or two to spend time with. So it's been excellent. As you can see, the wall is full of faces of animals that have been adopted, so it's been wonderful. Once they fill out the adoption application, we schedule a virtual meet and greet using WhatsApp with one of our adoption counselors, and then we set up a socially distant adoption where one volunteer will come here and meet the person. All the paperwork is filled out ahead of time, so we just give them their little extras and we pop the cat in a carrier and send them home. We are just nearing the tail end of kitten season, and so we've had a lot of kittens come in and go back out very quickly. People tend to adopt them in pairs, which is wonderful. And if there are more kittens at the shelter, then we'll be able to pull groups of kittens. And if not at that particular time, then we're able to transfer in some adult cats that need to be out of the shelter and either in a foster home or in our cat adoption center environment.
So Gina, another positive of the COVID-19 shutdown was that you guys got super creative. You couldn't do your fundraisers outside and in person, so you guys decided to revamp your Etsy store and add more merch. Tell me a little bit about the items that people can buy on the revamped Etsy store.
We have lots and lots of cat and dog related merchandise. We have our crocheted cats, and we have about 4 or 5 different varieties of crocheted cats now. Before, we only had the one variety. We have cat pillows, we have cat beds, we have our standard t-shirts like we always do. We have purses, we have microwave cozies, drink cozies. I mean, we have tons of stuff. Our revamped Etsy site is really incredible. And anything that you don't see on there, if you're interested, you can contact our merchandise director through the Etsy site. And probably she can make it or find somebody who can. Our crafters are awesome.
Gina, it's just been an afternoon full of positive, or we should say positive news. And I want you to tell people, if they're interested in any of the cats on the video here or in the photos on our website, how they can go about adopting from Karma Cat Zen Dog Rescue Society.
It's really super easy. Just click the link below and it'll take you to our website where you can fill out an adoption application and start the process.
It's been such a fun afternoon here at Karma Cat Zen Dog Rescue Society in Milltown. And, you know, despite having to wear the mask, it is so worth it to come back here and be able to spend the afternoon with Gina and the volunteers, one at a time, of course, socially distanced. But of course, the cats are just the best part of being here. So again, as Gina said, if you are interested in any of the cats in the video or in the photos on our website, just click the link and you can get started on adding a new furry family member to your home. We're going to be back here before Christmas, and that's a beautiful thing. So look for our next video soon here at magic983.com. And as always, thanks for watching, and adopt, don't shop.